Rebirths have been in Ghost Simulator for a while now, but one of the questions that most people are still most commonly asked is which Rebirth perk should I choose? And since the answer varies a lot, I thought it'd be worthwhile to make a video going over which Rebirth perk people should choose depending on a lot of different scenarios. Now, the most common scenario that people ask this question from is a very casual standpoint where they get to Rebirths for the first time and they really just want to Rebirth but choose the best perk. In this case, actually the best idea for that person is to actually chill on that life for a little bit and go grind some better pets like the mythicals from the developer chests from Bloxbite HQ, and also some gums, any of the three types, glitchy, ghostly, or basic from the previous worlds, so that on their next playthrough of the game after rebirthing, they're able to progress at a much faster rate and just feel a lot better about their game progression. Now, the next standpoint that many people are choosing to rebirth from, and the one that will be covered next, is the people that are planning on rebirthing casually but already have good pets or are choosing not to get good pets. In this case, if you're only planning on rebirthing 1, 2, or 3 times, the best options that you have available to you is going to be the permanent stuff that will affect your playthrough at all times, instead of choosing something passive that will add up over time. In this case, probably the best things to be picking if you're only doing 1, 2, or 3 is start with the second arc or storyline. Getting that down now will help you follow the story as the second arc unfolds, and help if you are into the lore of Ghost Simulator. The next pick that I would say for someone just planning on doing a few rebirths would be going for Ghostly Vision, since that allows you to get access to some more bosses that will help with grinding and just add another level of stuff that you can go do in Ghost Simulator. And if you are trying to get 3 rebirths, going for Lucky Eyes for the last additional content would be a good idea for a casual player that isn't planning on grinding anything too difficult. Now, the next rebirth set that I would recommend is going to be for those casual grinders, the people planning on getting something like 4, 5, 6, or 7 rebirths, who really do like to play the game, but don't have as much time or are doing it only as a side thing. In that case, if you're planning to get quite a bit of rebirths, going for Master Hunter first will speed up your progression on your next few rebirths. And so going for Master Hunter first, and then choosing the ones, as I said, covered earlier, maybe in a slightly different order, like choosing Ghostly Vision first to help with completing Yoko, and then second arc storyline, so you have access to that, and then Lucky Eyes for your first 4. And then once you're done with that, choosing Divine Rewards to help fill your stats for as many times as you want to rebirth after that would be my recommendation for any casual grinders playing. So you first start with getting all the permanent stuff, and then grab some few more stats, and then start working on any other things that you want to grind instead of rebirth. Now, the last group of people that are planning on rebirthing is going to be the heavy grinders out there, the people planning on getting 8+ rebirths. And their choices is usually going to be pretty similar to the casual grinder, starting with Master Hunter, then choosing the permanent ones to fill out their completion, and then changing over to Divine Rewards to complete their pet stats. But once they're done with that, they need to start, you should start working on Tycoons. Just nothing other than Tycoons, just filling out Token Tycoons, Soul Tycoons. For now, Ectobit Tycoon is broken, so don't be choosing that, since it is a waste of a rebirth. But choosing these Tycoons helps you get more currency, which converts to more gems in the long run. So they are good for grinding out gems and helping with that. I wouldn't recommend Accelerated Parks or Pet Evolution, since those upgrade your vacuum, which once you have Divine Stat pets, you aren't needing any really more vacuum power. So it is kind of wasting some of it or all of it. And then also Key Hack Back is only useful in very small situations. So I wouldn't recommend choosing that ever. Now, there is also a lot of things that you can do instead of rebirthing or before rebirthing, like grinding for stuff. I have covered a video on that, so that should be linked somewhere right now. But yeah, before rebirthing, just remember to go back through Main Hub, Ghost World, and Backdoor to both convert your currency and items to gum, since otherwise they would get wasted. And as I said, try grinding for gum before rebirthing, since that really helps with progression through Backdoor and other places where progression might otherwise be quite slow. And with that, that is my guide to rebirthing. Hopefully you guys did find this helpful. As I said, I do have other videos on rebirthing. I actually do have another rebirth guide that I go over what my thoughts are on each of the rebirths. But since people are still asking, I decided to make a nice, concise one. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.